girlies, and welcome back to my channel. I feel like right now we are in the process of becoming her. I made a video on that. You guys loved it. We are changing our environment. We are creating mood boards. We are stepping into this new version of us. And for me personally, the new version of me, she takes care of herself. She prioritizes herself. And while yes, we like to work on the mindset here, we like to glow up internally, but we cannot ignore the physical glow up. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video, but more on them later. I remember when I used to be so obsessed with scrolling on Pinterest through all the little self-care practices that people would do, learning new tips for your hair, for your skin, for your everything, so you can just feel the best and feel the most confident. I figured, why not show you guys what I do for my everything shower routine, maybe to inspire you guys. A lot of you guys asked me about my skincare, my body care. So I'm gonna show you the products that I'm using. I'm going to show you the steps that I take. So maybe this will inspire you if you don't really have any sort of self-care, ultimate shower routine. I wanna be very clear, I do not do this shower routine all of the time. Usually what I do is I try and do it weekly, but even if I don't do it weekly, I like to do these everything showers around the times where, let's say, I'm getting off my period, or I have a lot more time in my day to actually do this. Or of course, I think we all know the everything shower routine is perfect for when you're gonna go see bae, but maybe if you don't have a bae, you're just doing it for yourself, and that's amazing. And I think for me, back in my college days when I was really obsessed with the external like self-care glow up routine, I loved to do this on like a Sunday or a day that I knew that I was gonna go back into a long work week, whether that be school or work or whatever, just to make me feel more put together, make me feel more confident within myself. I think there's nothing better than waking up just knowing like last night I did all of the things I needed to do for my hair, for my skin, for my body, and now I can go into this week with this energetic state of like, I am amazing, I'm taken care of, I feel good about myself. And when you feel good about yourself, what happens? You radiate that energy and then it comes back to you. That is what we want here. With that said, the first thing that you want to do when you have your ultimate shower routine, your self-care day, whatever it is to sit down and think about the day that you are actually going to do this. Now, I know it seems a little bit much, and this is why I'm saying this is not an everyday thing. We have showers normally, yes, but you know, I think that if you don't sit and plan out when you're going to do this, you're probably not going to do this. Like honestly, something that I do is I deep condition my hair and I have to sit under a hot cap, and I do that more so because I have really curly hair, things like that. So that takes so much time, and I'm just not able to do that every single day. So for me, I knew this morning after my workout, that's why I'm in this workout set, by the way, which is a perfect time to do this everything shower routine. But I looked at my week and I thought, okay, what day will I be able to fit like maybe an hour routine into my day and not feel like I'm rushed and not feel like I'm skipping things? Well, that is today. So make sure that you pick a day and make a time when you are actually going to do this routine. After you're deciding which day that you're going to do this shower routine, you need to have a pre-shower routine. And I know this is a kind of a lot, and again, we're extra over here. We are absolutely extra, but all that means is you're gonna pull all the things that you need for this shower routine, because sometimes I honestly, sometimes I have so many products that I forget that I have them and I don't use them on a daily basis. But then if I don't think about what it is that I want to get done in the shower or outside of the shower, then I don't usually I won't do it. But then it's like, but your skin probably maybe needs a skincare mask, or maybe you need a little bit of oil today. So I'm gonna need a lot of things. So I have a towel, of course, for when I come out of the shower. I always have my head towel that I like to use. You guys see this in all of my videos. I'll have this link down below along with all the products that I talk about today too. I'll have it on my like to know it, of course, if I can find all of the links. So I'm gonna have these, and I always put it on my toilet because that's the closest thing to my shower. And then I also went into my room, I got a clean pair of socks, of underwear, and I always like to just wear something that's like loose and comfortable. I'm also not going out anywhere. So listen, I'm gonna try and take some clips, like little B-roll quickly if I can. I don't know how successful I will be, but I'm just gonna tell you what I'm using now because I'm not gonna be able to talk in the shower. So what I like to do in the shower, like my hair is crazy right now, so I have to detangle my hair, okay? This takes a lot of work. So the girls with straight hair, girl, you probably have so much less time that you need to use on these shower routines, but that's fine. I digress. So I'm just going in with Tresemme conditioner, just a random conditioner. I go through so much conditioner for this hair that like spending $60 on a really high quality one, I'm just not gonna do it right now. We're not gonna do it. So this works for me. So I go into the shower, I wet my hair, and then I section my hair into 6 parts. So I literally take my hair down. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this clip. And then I section it off. So 3 sections here, 3 sections here. And then I detangle my hair that way. That's just how I have to do it. I use this brush by Red by Kiss. If I can find it, I will link it. It's a really good brush. And then after I detangle my hair with the conditioner, right now I've been using and loving this charcoal and coconut oil micro exfoliating shampoo. I do not know how to say this name, but I think it's called Briogeo. It looks like this. It's a charcoal mask, and it's so interesting because it's charcoal, but it really does like set up as if it's a shampoo, which is so amazing. I only shampoo my hair maybe once a week. Again, usually it's just when I do these everything shower routines, because my hair is so thick that it doesn't get oily quick. And this mask, guys, smells so good. It's like this minty fresh, almost like a chocolatey minty fresh smell. I do not know. I will link this. It is amazing. I absolutely love it. And with this, I really just scrub my roots. Like once my hair is down and sectioned and everything, I just scrub my roots and kind of like let the shampoo fall down. I don't do too much, again, because my hair is not that oily, so I don't want to strip any oils. And then I will go in with my Briogeo, it's the same brand, deep conditioning mask. It has no sulfates, no silicones, no parabens, and it's a really good mask as well. And then I will put my hair up into a bun, and then I'm gonna leave it, and I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna do all the rest of my stuff. I'm gonna put my hair under a hot cap, and then I'm gonna rinse my hair out. So that is what I do. I have to basically do it twice because I want to let this deep conditioner sit in my hair. And the reason why I use a hot cap is it helps the product really sink into my hair, and because my hair can definitely get dry because it's so curly and so thick, I really think that's been a big contributor to my hair growth, is the weekly hot caps, the trims when I needed to stop putting heat on my hair, to actually section and brush my hair out properly. By the way, even when I take a shower every single day, unless I'm just like refreshing my curls, I will section my hair. And I used to never do that. And I used to always complain about my hair, how it wasn't looking healthy, how it didn't look good, but I wasn't doing these steps. And I get it, right? When you're busy, when you're in college, when you have everyone else doesn't really have to do certain things, let's say in your head, whatever it is, you just feel like you don't have time to do it or you don't want to do it. But it's like, if you want to look your best, if you want to look your healthiest, for me personally, if I wanted my hair to look the healthiest, I needed to commit every single week to doing this type of routine. So same thing goes with your skincare, your body care, whatever. You're not going to look the most glowed up version of you if you don't continue to take care of yourself and set these times and places and dates and get the products in order to do so. You don't need a bunch of expensive products to do things. It's honestly just the commitment to ourselves that we honestly fall short on. And that's not what we're going to be doing this fall now, aren't we? And as I'm in the shower, what I'm also going to do, because I do not shave my legs very often, mainly because my legs don't get too hairy, but honestly, if I'm not going anywhere and I don't need to shave my legs, I won't do it. So I don't even shave my legs on a weekly basis usually. Usually it'll be like every 2 weeks or so, but I will, mind you, my hair on my legs for some reason doesn't grow that much. But whenever I'm shaving, what I will do is I will use some sort of scrub. Now there's mixed reviews on certain scrubs because they might have like beads in them or whatever. So I would suggest just look at your own products and see, you know, will you like to put this on your skin, yes or no? And right now, the one that I'm using is from Tree Hut. It's this Ocean Glow Shay's Sugar Scrub. I will have this linked if I can find it. I actually did a brand deal with them. They sent me this. They sent me a new one that's like a pumpkin spice one. I really want to use it, but I feel like I should just use this one up first. Like I don't need to keep opening a bunch of products. So what I'll do is I'll use the scrub and I'll exfoliate my skin. So I do it on my legs, I do it on my armpits, and obviously I do it on the girl down there. Hello, honey. We're gonna be doing her today too. And I like doing this before I shave because your skin is very sensitive, at least mine can be. So if you just go right in there and start shaving, I feel like it doesn't help with the razor burn, it doesn't help with any of that. So I like to prepare my skin by first actually being in the water, by doing my hair care first. And then that way, like my skin and my pores are open and the hair is more wet and damp or whatever that's not the right word, but whatever. And then I will go in and I will scrub and I will make sure that everything is ready to go. And after I use the scrub, I will then use an actual gel or a bar of soap or whatever I have. And then again, lather my legs or lather wherever it is that I'm going to shave, and then I will shave it. So right now I've been using the Ocean Glow gel wash just because I still have it from the summertime. I recently got sent this Gillette Venus shaving gel. I have tried it and it's really good. I like gels, but I know some people like the more cream or the foam. Right now I'm just using a Venus Gillette razor. And a lot of people ask like, oh, what razors to use to not get burns or bumps or whatever. And I do think it really depends on how you're prepping your skin before you shave and what you're doing after it as well. And when I mean after, I mean the oils or the creams that you're putting on and if they're even irritating your skin or not. But on top of that, the clothes that you're wearing after. Like for me personally, I make sure to pick out seamless underwear after the shower. I make sure that I put on my oils. Like I'm especially just talking for the girl down there, okay? I will make sure that everything's oiled up, whatever. And then I put on underwear that's not going to be rough around the bikini line, because I have worn different underwear right after I've shaven and then they're like gone out, or even if I'm sitting at home, and I will have way more bumps because of the material that I'm putting on myself. So be very aware of the material that you're putting on. It might not be your razor, it might seriously just be your clothing and how it's sitting on you. So let me get in the shower. I will do everything that I just told you that I was going to do, and then I'm gonna come out and do some skincare, and we're gonna talk about body care, and we will be back. Now, a quick pause to talk about today's sponsor, which is Scentbird, and I think this is literally so perfect for this video because, come on, when we are glowing up, when we are feeling and looking our best, we also have to smell our best. And especially after my self-care days, or if I'm going out somewhere very important, that is when I love to use fragrances. And for me, I'm definitely very picky when it comes to different scents, and I don't want to commit to getting a huge bottle until I really know that I like that smell. And I think that is why Scentbird is so perfect for me. And Scentbird is actually a fragrance subscription service, which allows you to try a new designer fragrance every single month, or you can do more for just $17. And with each fragrance, you will get a 30-day supply, so you can really try out that fragrance and see if you like it before committing to a full-size bottle. So my first fragrance that I'm obsessed with is Juliet Has a Gun perfume, and it literally smells so good. It has green pear, musk, and ambroxan. I think I might be saying that wrong, so sorry guys. The next fragrance that I got from them is Michael Kors Glam Jasmine, which has jasmine, black currant, and sandalwood, which I definitely think is more of a day scent, in which the Juliet Has a Gun, I think that is like going out, sexy date night vibe. I also got the House of Beau Lamar, which has notes like jasmine, pink pepper, coconut, almond milk. And again, I definitely think that this is like day vibes, vacation smell. Honestly, if anyone just walks past you, they're going to be asking what you are wearing. And on Scentbird, they actually have over 600 designer brands to choose from. So labels like Prada, Gucci, Versace, Confessions of a Rebel, and so many more beautiful fragrances. And they also even have perfumes and colognes and a lot of unisex options, which is great. I love unisex options. Some of these fragrances cost over $150 or even $300 to $500. So you are absolutely getting a deal, especially when you use my code. And what I like about Scentbird as well is that they give you a case to put your fragrance in, and it has a little option to twist and lock so that obviously your fragrance is not coming out of the case and spraying everywhere. And for me personally, I usually have small bags, so being able to go out and fit this in my small little bag or even my pocket is obviously perfect. So if you want to try out Scentbird, then click the link in my description, or you can scan the QR code and use my code Alicia, E-L-I-C-I-A, for 55%, yes, 55% off your first month with Scentbird, which totals around being $8 for your first month. And guys, if you're gonna get one, I highly suggest you get Juliet Has a Gun. I promise you, you will not regret it. Thank you again, Scentbird, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to the video. am not gonna be talking with nothing on right now, but right as soon as I get out of the shower, I make sure to put on an oil. So right now I've been using the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Oil Mist. This smells so good, not too strong. It has oat oil and jojoba oil, and usually out of the shower, if I don't have this, I'll just put pure jojoba oil on or almond oil on, but I make sure to do this right as I come out of the shower so that my skin is not dry. That's why I'm literally like doing this now. But as you can see, it's giving what it needs to give, okay? So anyways, I'm gonna put this on the rest of my body and then I'm gonna change and we're gonna come back. Okay, out of the shower. I didn't film my shaving and everything because I needed to take off my top, and it was just like, you guys know what to do to shave, and I told you the sequence in which I did that. And then, like I said, I put this oil on immediately after. That is the key. Make sure your skin is somewhat damp before you put your oil on. I like oils versus creams. I just think that it sinks better into my body. A lot of you, not better into my body like that, into the bloodstream of my body, which it technically does. So that's not, whatever. Anyways, a lot of you guys ask about my body care and like my skin. And I mean, obviously I have naturally very smooth and nice skin, but I will say that when I was younger, and I didn't know what products to use, I would use like heavy creams that weren't moisturizing my body properly, or I would get out of the shower and then wait till my skin was really dry and then put on an oil or then put on a moisturizer, and my skin never looked really glowing and nourished. Or I just would not put oil on my skin after every shower. So I did still have not the nicest skin. Like I've always had really nice skin, and like the color of my skin, yes, but it wasn't as glowing and moisturized because I wasn't taking care of my skin. So this is what I'll say. For one, outside of having this long shower routine, I always put oil on my skin after a shower. It's a non-negotiable, the same way I brush my teeth. Like, it's not happening. And it took me a while to pick up that habit because I'd be lazy and I'd be like, oh, I don't really need cream on my skin. No, put it on. Or oil on my skin. No, put it on. Another thing that might be a little controversial, okay? But when I go into the shower, and this is something that I didn't mention because I want to talk about now, is I don't take my loofah and I do not scrub my arms. I do not scrub my legs. And listen, I scrub all the parts that need to be scrubbed, and essentially every single time that I get into the shower, when I do that, by the way, I do that every single time in the shower, but the soap really just falls down on my arms and stuff. I personally don't think that my arms and the places that don't get a lot of like bacteria on them that often need to be scrubbed that much. And the more I used to do that, the more I would have more skin issues. And I just think that I understand for sanitary reasons why like you need to make sure that you're washing your body, and I do. I am very clean, but I don't overdo it. I don't overdo it when it comes to products. I don't overdo it when it comes to my skin or even my hair. I think that there's so many products out there and there's so many things that you can do, but if you just minimalize and just like refine the routine that works for you, I think that you will have the best results, and it doesn't take much. I really don't think you need to scrub your beautiful natural skin. Okay, so I just washed my face with Fresh Beauty Soy Cleanser. I love this freaking cleanser. It's so great. I love like a gel cleanser. And the reason why I cleansed my face is because I did go to the gym, but if I just like woke up in the morning, there's sometimes I don't cleanse my skin. And I know, again, that could be controversial, but I think that the best thing for my skin is to not always strip it of all the natural oils off of my skin. So there are definitely mornings where I feel within my skin barrier, I don't need to cleanse anything. There's nothing to cleanse. I also don't wear a lot of makeup though. Like, I don't wear a lot of foundation and stuff. I'm going in with a glow toner by Charlotte Tilbury. I've been using this for a while, but if I do use a cleanser, I always make sure to use some sort of toner. I also like the Sukin toner. It's an Australian brand, I believe, but I think you can find it at like Whole Foods or whatever. Again, I'll have all these linked below, but a toner really rebalances your pH when you are cleansing your skin. So I just think that it's important to do that because you are stripping those oils, you are changing the pH balance of your skin. Listen, I'm no skin expert, and what I want to do is I want to actually make a whole video of my skin health journey, because I used to not have the best skin, and that was because of my gut health issues, my unhealthy relationship with food, so much stress. And now I've gotten to a point where my skin is so much better, and now the products that I use just really enhance my already glowing skin. So that's that's kind of what I do. Let me know if you actually want a video of that. Also gonna go in with this SVR 20% optimized vitamin C. Now, again, I've gone in and out of skincare and knowing what I should do for my face, this, that. I know vitamin C is very good for your skin, but I would just say, like, you really have to know your skin type and what you need before following people's routines or just buying random products. Like, and I have a lot of different products for a lot of different things. So again, for me, not every single day I'm using the vitamin C. Or recently I got these Dr. Dennis Gross chemical peels, well, alpha beta peels. I've used these in the past before. I'm gonna start adding these back into my routine a few days out of the week, but I'm gonna do this at night. So there's just products that I don't use in the morning and I use at night. It depends on if I'm going out or if I'm staying in, whatever. But for me right now, I focus on, okay, vitamin C really makes my skin absolutely glowing. Now, usually I go in with the Magic Eye Rescue by Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm actually gonna use these eye patches because I got sent them. They're called Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks from Wonder Beauty, and I figured, why not just use them? I've never actually used one of these masks, so this is definitely not something that's like needed, but something that I think that could just make you feel better on your days where you're working on yourself. By the way, I did not mention, but I have my deep conditioner in my hair. So I get out of the shower, I put this towel back on my head, and then after I'm done all my skincare, I'm gonna go sit on my couch and use my heat cap, and then, like I said, I will come back and rinse it. I'm supposed to keep this on for like 15 minutes and then just kind of dab in the serum that's in these. What I'm gonna do though, just around my face, because I don't want my face to be super dry, is I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury. They came out with a new magic water cream. This is so much better than the normal magic cream that they have. This also, if you can't afford this because it is expensive, I honestly think it's similar to the SVR Collagen Biotic Cream. I think this is better for drier climate or in the winter. So for sure, I'm going to use this more in the wintertime. That's what I was using for a long time in like the dry springtime when I started using this, but it was essentially still winter weather. So this is really great and it's an alternative. It's a little bit less expensive. I think it is still pretty expensive, but it's so good. I literally cannot, I rave about this all the time. This is similar, like I said, but it's more like a water-based, well, it's a gel. Like gels are water-based, and for me personally, my skin loves a good water-based gel type of moisturizer. Although in the winter time, I definitely need a little bit more of a thicker cream or moisturizer. Coming back to this idea of not overloading the skin, again, there are days where like I wake up and I'm not really doing anything. I haven't really sweat. I didn't put on any makeup, so I don't really touch my face. I listen to my body in a way instead of overloading. And I think that that was one of the things that really made my skin go crazy in the first place when I was trying to figure out all my skin issues. Mainly was my internal health, but it just didn't help. My stress, my mental stress to always be trying every single product and every routine and everything all at once. So again, this is why if you're gonna do like lots of products, maybe just pick a few nights out of the week, or just do it when you have your everything shower routine instead of stressing yourself out by putting things on every single day. Also, another thing I like to do is clean out my ears when I'm coming out of the shower because I just feel like it's easier. You know, there's something about doing everything you possibly can right out of your shower because everything's just moisturized and like not dry and not rough. Like your skin is like plump and ready to go. So I just feel like doing your skincare, getting everything done, even when it comes to detangling your hair and stuff. Like obviously I detangle my hair in the shower versus coming out here and doing it like spraying a bottle to detangle it, because it's just, my hair needs so much water to detangle things that it makes way more sense to do it in there. So this is my heat cap. I've had it forever. It's called Golden Hot. I'm pretty sure I got this on Amazon. If I can find it, I will link it. I just think it's great for people who have curly hair or dry hair and you're really trying to nourish your hair. So what I'm gonna do is go sit down under here, maybe for about 45 minutes. And I think what I'm gonna do is also paint my toenails just because I haven't yet. And there's really not much to that other than I'm just painting my toenails white. And then we will be back. Okay, what a great angle this is at. I'm doing this because I don't want to flip my hair up. So after I've rinsed out my deep conditioner, I like to put in my leave-in conditioner, and it's from Curls, and it's like this blueberry, like organic, restorative leave-in conditioner. So I like to just put that all in my hair. And then I put my foam, which is this Camille Rose Honey Manuka foam, on my curls. So I'm going to drench my hair with this, and then I will show you what I do after. Okay, so out of the second wash of the shower. So, okay, this is what I just did. Obviously, I just told you I put in the deep conditioner, and then I went in and put the mousse just all over my hair. So my hair is very much so drenched, very much so moisturized. So what I like to do is put my hair back up, but this time just like in a poof, and my curls are gonna be like very weird looking, but that's fine. And then what I like to do is put a new head towel over top of my curls and then twist it up and let this sit until my hair is like somewhat dry. And then my curls come out looking so defined and so moisturized. And especially when I'm going to sleep, like if I keep this on for just a little bit, maybe, I don't know, like 30 minutes or yeah, maybe like 30 minutes. And then I put my satin bonnet on if I was going to sleep and I wake up the next day. There's something about keeping kind of like the warmth in, but also like letting all of that product sit in my hair makes my curls literally beautiful. Now, when I actually leave my natural hair out, instead of doing this, putting it up, what I do is I would come out of the shower and I would section my hair, and then I would rake in the leave-in conditioner, and then I would top it off with some mousse in one section, and then go on to the next section until all of my hair is done. And then I would actually go under my hooded dryer, which is different than the heat cap, but I will link a video if you want to see how I do like my curls when I leave them down. But I don't leave my curls down all the time. So when I have it in a poof like this, or if I'm not twisting my hair, this is what I'll do just to make sure that my hair is still moisturized, even though I'm not really doing anything with my hair. Like I'm just keeping it up in a poof, like I'm not gonna do anything. Now, another thing that I do if I don't do this style is when I'm in the shower and I've sectioned my hair, I'll put the leave-in conditioner, and then I'll put a little bit of mousse, and then I will twist my hair almost like a braid. So I'll have like 3 braids here, and then I just pull it back, and then everything is very slicked back, but I didn't really put any gel or anything crazy in my hair. So these are the 2 products that I have right now. I think that they very much so work for my hair. But a few things that have helped me with my hair growth is honestly, like I've been saying, committing to detangling my hair and putting in the product every single day and just nurturing whatever I need to nurture about my hair and not skipping out on things. And also changing up how often I put my hair up, or how often I put my hair in twists, or how often I do slick back ponytails, or I leave my natural hair out. I think no matter what type of hair you have, I think it's really good to switch up not only the products and how you're taking care of your hair, but how often you are keeping your hair in a certain style. For me, I used to always keep my hair up very, very tight into very slicked up ponytails, and it ruined my edges, it ruined my curl structure, and it was always breaking my ends. So even though when I do keep my hair up, I make sure to have scrunchies that are not tight on my hair. I always make sure to take out my hair at nighttime and use a bonnet. I'm always switching up. So some weeks I have my hair up, some weeks I have them down. Like I'm always switching things up to manipulate your hair in a way so that it can actually grow and flourish. So that is my tip when it comes to my hair care. Also, one last thing, deodorant, obviously, but this is what I do. When I get out of the shower and if I have shaven my armpits, I don't put any deodorant on right away because my skin is very sensitive. And I find when I wait a little bit, like maybe like an hour or something, then I can go in and put on my deodorant. Now, if I'm at home and I'm not doing anything, I either do not put deodorant on, which I know, crazy, or I'll use Native or something that has 0 aluminum. I also have a Dove deodorant that has 0 aluminum. But if I do go out, I'm not gonna lie, when I do go out, I do use the regular Dove because this is much stronger and it really does like make sure that you're not sweating. But if I'm around home, I like to put on this. And the reason why I do things like this is I try to not overload my skin and my body, my hair, my face, my everything with products. I try my best to source my products from good places and stuff, but there are many products that I'm currently using right now that might have more additives in them. I make sure that if I'm using products that do have additives in them, just like, you know, more fragrances is what I really mean, I try not to use them all of the time. And if it is something that I like to use all of the time, then I try and make sure that obviously it has decent products in it, or like decent ingredients, I should say. And I used to be really into holistic health. I still am. And I would just stress myself out a lot and spend a lot of money on making sure all of my products were clean and all of them had like no fragrance, and all of these things are definitely still things that I would like to put on my body. And I just think that if I can just make a very healthy balance of these things, I personally think that that's where I feel the best and I'm like the healthiest without stressing myself out to the point where I hyper obsess over things. And this goes even for a diet. Like, I'm that type of person, so I need to have a lot of balance. So I'm very aware of the products that I put on my skin. I'm probably even more educated maybe than the average person when it comes to certain ingredients, but if you see some of the things that I use, you might be like, oh, well, that's not clean, or da-da-da. Like, I'm very aware, even if it's not super clean, what I'm putting on my skin. But that's just, my history has been too obsessed about those things that it stresses me out. So then I just don't do that. I just have a balance of things, so it works for me. Okay, so my camera is going to die, but I basically am done my routine anyways. So I'm feeling fresh, I'm feeling clean, I'm feeling moisturized. I am feeling like that girl. So hopefully this inspired you to honestly just sit down and take some time for yourself every single week. And especially on this channel, we focus a lot about our mindsets for sure, but I think that we can't ignore the fact that certain things that we do appearance-wise does make us feel very good about ourselves, and I don't think that's a bad thing. There's so many things that I do in my life to make myself feel good, and that is contributing to my confidence. I think over the years I have learned how to drop certain practices though, like certain self-care practices, or using different products, or like makeup styles, or dressing certain ways to try and make myself feel confident, because those things really didn't, because they didn't work with my natural beauty. They didn't align with my values and goals when it came to certain health products, or like things that I put on my skin, like whatever it was. And it took me a while, but I came to a point where now I have this shower routine that really is my own. I have a makeup routine that is my own. I have a hair routine that is my own. Even my fashion and my clothing, which I did make a video on that, so definitely go watch that last video if you want tips on finding your style, body types, all that kind of stuff. I think it's so important that we all find a routine that really works for us, because yes, of course, it's gonna make us confident, but we stop chasing trying to find the answer and realize that there's so many things that we can do to blow ourselves up, but it's like, what are going to be the products and the things that are going to be our holy grail that are going to work for us? And yes, of course, we look at other people as inspiration, but really checking in with yourself, like, does this work for me? Do I like this product on my body? Do I like this makeup look? What is this, my hairstyle, like, is this working for my hair? I remember when all I used to do was perm my natural curls and hot iron them. And I was doing that to try and fit in with other people, but it's like, that's not what my natural hair needs from me. It doesn't need for me to be putting so much heat and damaging it. And how you know if things aren't really working for you is how your body is literally responding. And for me, my hair was breaking. For me, my skin was getting dry when I was scrubbing my body all the time. For me, you know, I'm getting certain breakouts when I'm changing up all the products and I'm stressing about all these products that everyone's telling me to get. Now, obviously I don't want to be too much of a contradiction because I just made this video to inspire you, but it's not necessarily about products, it's about finding what works. And yes, maybe trying one or two things that I have mentioned in this video, but you know, always checking in with yourself and making a unique routine for you. So let me know in the comments what other advice or tips that you want on your glow up journey. I know it's always interesting to see what other people are doing to try and curate their own routines, to see how they do things or why they do things, why they pick certain products, why they put that on before that, like whatever. So definitely let me know what you want to see next. Also, don't forget, I do have a podcast channel, the Glow Up Secrets Podcast, which is available on YouTube or Spotify and Apple, which will be linked down below if you want more content from me. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well if you want to keep up to date with me. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.